Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, so this is a dating nightmare episode, but it's on a specific topic. And it's something that reminds me of Mr. No Heart, but actually, like, just a lot of people as a whole. For me, men, I don't know if women do this or if they are so stiff with this like situation or whatever, but let's just say there are, when it comes to catcalling, some men do it in different ways. I know there's different methods and styles and levels of innocence to the what in the world did you just tell me? And I know there's that cutie pie on, is it TikTok, or I see him on YouTube, but he does like the polite catcalling, which I think is kind of adorable and sweet. And I think a lot of men, especially incels, or a lot of men who, yeah, they think just because they are attractive that like that they don't have to have social skills. I kind of think they need to learn from him, because one thing or one way that you can get a positive reaction from a woman is making her laugh and not exactly saying, "Hi, sexy. Hi, beautiful." You don't know her. And yes, it's like if you said hi, ma'am, or hi, miss, or whatever, but or say hi, like if you say like hi, beautiful, in a way where it's an introduction because you don't know her name, okay. But if it's a social media app or a dating app and it has a username, sometimes I wonder, why can't you just use the username until you know if that person would be worth your time? And because with me, I try my best not to do that. I try to wait at least a couple weeks or whatever, like after I can see how the conversation is and everything, and then be like, okay, I think he's handsome. I think he's a cutie. I think he's a sweetie. And so then I might go that route or whatever. But I will never forget the day where my ex and I were talking. And I think this is the weekend after. He would not talk to me for half a day because we ran errands. And I've told you guys some of the mini stories before about what if we went to Aldi or the Dollar Tree, or like just running errands or whatever, and a man would come up to me and say, "Hi, beautiful. Oh, don't you look nice today? Oh, you're ravishing." It's like, "Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, he's a lucky man," and different things like that. It's like I did not look at these men. I didn't acknowledge them until they said this to me. I didn't expect it. I didn't know it. And he would literally ignore me. He would not talk to me like until he felt like it or until he wanted some. That's when he would try to talk to me, when he was in need of something. And that's one reason why I've said before, I stopped caring what I looked like. I stopped like catering to myself and doing different maintenance stuff because I wanted to make sure that I I didn't get any attention. And it's crazy because when I even did some grocery shopping, sometimes I would grab a few things for him, because especially over the weekends, yeah, there were so many weeks where it's just like, okay, yeah, you don't have any food, or you only have pasta sauce, but you guys don't put any seasonings in the pasta sauce. So then I would even get like the garlic powder and like, or garlic salt or whatever, onion powder, and like I would get all different types of seasonings, whatever. Like I think almost half of the seasonings that were in his cabinet, because I don't know if he's threw them out or used them up or whatever. Yeah, my money, yeah, that's because of me. And I was the one that used the, because yeah, it was pasta sauce. They would literally just put it in the pot, stir it, eat it. And I'm just like, no, no. But anyways, okay, I'll get to that a different episode. But I just remember so many of the times that he ignored me, it was because of grocery shopping. And so when I think of groceries, I think of how the lacking of flavor. Yeah, yeah. And some of you ladies, you already know who, like, yeah, you already know. But, well, you know who I'm talking about. Yes. So, anyway. But I remember it was the week after, and it's like he is basically telling me that all women love catcalling. It doesn't matter what a man says, a woman loves it. And I told him, no, that's not true. And I said, actually, I don't, especially I don't like when men do it out loud in front of other people, even if it's something kind of nice or polite. It's like I'm an extrovert, but at the same time, like it's kind of intimidating. And especially if I don't find the guy attractive, but then people are going to think I'm mean if I don't interact with him. So to me, it's kind of a complicated thing. But he kept saying, no, 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 you like it. He was like, all women like it. They like it. And I don't know if this is something he's witnessed with his parents. I don't know if this is something that happened with his ex-wife. I have no idea. But I just remember the conversation that we had about it and how no matter what he told me, women like it. And it was even to the point where with his neighbors, when I would do the grocery shopping and I would get into the driveway and I would get out the car, like guys would like, I don't know like how many times they're looking out the window, but sometimes they would come outside and ask, oh, but next thing I know, they're coming outside asking, oh, hey, how are you? Yeah, let me help you with those. I can put those in the house for you. And I'm just like, yeah, I, this is his house. And I am never going to have a neighbor try to say that I had a neighbor or one of the male neighbors come and bring groceries into the house. No, 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 no. So like even like when my walking was getting worse, even when I was in excruciating pain, I carried each and every one of those bags in the house. And there were some Saturdays where it's well, sometimes when I would do the shopping on Saturdays and he would be at the house. And so like I would call him and ask him to get the groceries out. And it would be kind of funny because he would always try to come outside with no shirt, try to, seem more macho or whatever. And like he would try to grab all the bags at once to show like, yeah, I'm strong. And yeah, anyway. Yeah, there's a time when his youngest daughter put him on blast on that one. But anyway. And yeah, I appreciate that, he put in the effort to help me in that way, but it was because of a chauvinistic masculinity reason. He wanted, like, he's basically showing the other men don't try or whatever. But, and I say all of that because, yeah, with Tommy, this guy is interesting to say the least because he starts off saying like or he matched or he liked my profiles for some reason. I don't know. I think it was Meet Me or it was Scout or Meet Me. I no, it was Scout. And so I think he called me beautiful or something like right off the bat. And I don't know, like part of me is just like I feel uncomfortable with that too because like some men they'll say hi beautiful, hi sexy, hi like sweetie, hi all of these pet names one minute, but then as soon as the woman says that either she's not going to sleep with you yet or maybe she sees you as friends or may just she won't be able to go out with you for A, B, and C or what like And for me, it's like I've been called the B word once I say that even my degrees, so like because on my profile it has that I have a master's, but a lot of men, they put some of their education, like they have a master's or a trade or whatever, on there. But when you ask them about it, oh yeah, I got a master's in these streets. I got a master's in rolling or like smoking, blah blah blah. And it's just like, okay, okay, yeah, or I have a bachelor's in like, oh, licking, you know what? Yeah. So like even with the education, sometimes like, and again, like some men think I'm so shallow, but it's like one reason why I put my standards, and one of them is with education, is because a lot of men, they don't think, they either think it's a game, or they think that smart people are only supposed to be white cis males, and some think everything but African American or African American females. And so, like, with that, some men will call me beautiful one moment, but then they'll call me the B word, the N word, the C word an hour or two later within the conversation, because either we talk about my goals or my nerdy dreams, and or like even me liking anime. Oh, you're childish. Oh, you're one of those like strange ones. You're, oh, and then politically is like, that's one reason why I put like political standards on my like standards as well, because like a lot of men don't read my standards, but then they'll start writing me, "Hi baby, hi sweetie," but then while we're talking, I'm like, yeah, you didn't read my profile, did you? And then they read it, and next thing you know, they're calling me the a liberal plus the R word put together, and or idiot or moron or just so many different things, and then spelling them wrong too. And it's like with Tommy, he started off and he kept calling me different nicknames, and he does not realize how with these nicknames, to me, that I was like, I'm not gonna say it's so special and meaningful, but to me, it's just like it's something that you just don't throw around to everybody. And not every woman is a sweetie. And for some men, it's like they'll call you sweetie one minute, then a witch or the B word the next. So, yeah. And they'll switch up on you, or they'll call you a B word and then tell you to act correct. Yeah, remember, what's his name? I forgot, like, I don't remember the usernames or whatever, but there was the one guy who he kept calling me a trans woman because I wouldn't just act all nice and girly and follow his demands and do as he said. No, I'm not that type of no. It's like, and the thing is, I'm very bubbly, very girly, and pretty feminine, but at the same time, like after I have dealt with so many awful, terrible men, I have learned always keep your guard up, ask certain questions, make sure you know the person before you like release or allow that part of you, because a lot of people think that's weak. A lot of men want to see they just want me to be weak, and I'm not. And I'm a lot harder to handle now, which is one reason why now people want to text me, but anyway, it's one reason why I am single, because I kept giving men chances, and a lot of men either kept lying about like if they went to jail or prison, or their education, or even while talking and everything, some of them would, like, they would pretend they liked my goals and dreams, and then you're like, oh no, He wants me to succeed so he can quit his job so he won't have to work so I can take care of him and his children. There's been quite a few of them. A lot of men want me to just, you know, I take care of their children. But then when I mention adopting, they tell me I'm not going to take care of any kids that aren't mine. But then they expect me to take care of their children. Yeah, Mr. Lockakey did that. Or, yeah, Mr. No Heart. No, yeah, Mr. Lockakey didn't have any kids, but yeah, he kept pretending that he wanted, like, and to think, oh, well, if you've been listening to the episodes, you know about Mr. Lockakey, but he's a father now. He's a What? It's like blackmailed. But yeah, anyway. It's like, because even with Mr. Lockakey, it's like right when I thought of his name, I'm like, oh my gosh, he did with the love bombing. He kept doing that. He was like, my beautiful queen, my smart goddess. And yeah, because I remember like he kept calling me a smart goddess and stuff like that. And because I was just about to start my second master's, and it was just to a point like, always be careful when men love bomb. And that's another reason why I don't want to hear the pet names. I don't want to hear the sweetie, the beautiful, the sexy goddess, and or the like educated sweetie, or the princess nerd. Like, I've been called so many mixture of things or whatever, but a lot of men do it so that they can, you know, either get inside your brain so they can use you, or get inside that other part so they can use you. So be careful. And with the Tommy jerk guy, whatever, he got so upset. And the thing is, I asked him politely, can you not call me the pet names? He lost in like in the to me, I'm like, it's not a big deal, but it was kind of surprising that that one little thing ticked him off so much. That one thing annoyed him so much. And he was like, you can't tell me how to talk. I'm just like, I have a username. I'm just asking you to use my username. And it's like, I tried to give him, like, part of me was just like, if you can't even I lost all interest, but at the same time I wanted to know, what is the big deal? Like, why do you, and if you guys like are on his side, let me know. Or it's like, if some of you understand where I'm coming from, because it's just, it was just astounding, because he flipped so quickly just because I was asking him not to call me pet names. And like with this, like throughout the video, it's like, I don't, with my channel, or how I started with the screenshots for dating nightmares, it wasn't because of the pet name. So I have tons of pet name screenshots, but I would have filled my phone so many times if it was just of pet names. And I was like, my ex says that all women love this. No, a lot of men who just want to call me pet names, they normally just want to use me like a pet, or they want to use my body or whatever. It's like, a lot of men don't have good intentions when they just start off with pet names. And I want to know who they really are. And I feel like if they can use my real name, I can at least get to know who they are, their genuine, authentic self, not the love bombing, not the cutesy thing. Because with some men, after 30 days, 90 days, or after the probation period, those pet names might stop, because now I'm just their girl. I'm just that person they use. Or now they want someone new, because a lot of men love the chase. But after the chase, it dries out, and now they need to get something else wet, you know? So it's just, with Tommy, part of me just wonders, like, how obedient does he want a woman to be? Because it's like, and I keep like, he really is similar to the guy who called me a trans, because like with his temper, he acted like I have to be, like, act right for him or be obedient for him. And then with, like, the guy who called me trans, like both of them, they, it's like they wanted me to be obedient, wanted me to act like such a good little princess. No, I'm not going to. No, it's like I said, I am so bubbly, giddy, flirty, and everything like that. But I have learned, it's like, first, it's like they have to get through this wall beforehand. And I'm at a point where I'm at an age where I'm kind of giving up on dating. When I'm black, I'm female with a disability, a lot of men don't want to date me because I'm black. And there are literal studies. It's like I just saw even someone on YouTube, they covered one of the studies where on dating apps, which women are the most excluded, who gets swiped left the most. And it was like all the demographics swipe left on black women the most. We are the least wanted or desired. And then add that I have a disability. So I already get swiped left so much more. But then on top of that, I have a disability. And then also, I'm not the youngest anymore. And also, a lot of men, I've even had men who they swipe left on me before, but then either on another dating app or that same dating app, they see my profile again and they said, well, either they don't want a smart woman, or they don't like the huge gap in education, or they they're scared that I'm going to try to be the boss of the house or a relationship or whatever. Or some of them, I remember one guy, he told me that he felt like I would embarrass him in front of his parents because he would never be able to accomplish some of the things I've done. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I mean, present day, I'm still trying to get my businesses together. I'm trying to finish my novels. Yeah, well, yeah, novels and everything, because it's like, yeah, I came up with another, like, I woke up with the oddest dream, but now it's becoming another story. So, yeah. And do I have too many ideas going on at the same time? Yes. That's one reason why the first novel is not finished yet. But is it almost? Kind of, yes. It's like, am I having a hard time finishing? Yes. And it's because some of it is based off of my true life, and it's off of some of the most horrific situations that will never leave my mind, and I wish they would. Moments that you wish you could forget. I never will. And I know society needs to understand how some people that are undiagnosed with their disability go through. So, but anyway, a lot of men hate that. And again, that's why, like, when I wrote my dating profiles, I have it on two different profiles, that, like, my standards. I wrote everything that men hate about me. And a lot of the men, like, while you read through these, you might see how some of these men, like, and I even share the men who gave me awful nicknames, because I get the good, the bad, the ugly, the horrific, the disgusting, the bigoted, the racist. Like, and this is hardly any of them, but I try to at least do the quick and short ones. But again, if I had screenshotted every single one, hey baby, hey sweetie, hey honey, hey darling, hey, like, just all of them, there would be too many, and my phone would have been filled up. But my biggest target was the ones who would tell me I need to learn how to act hood, or I act too white or proper, or the MAGA Republican Orange Man supporters. and the ones who put me down for being educated or wanting a man that's educated. But the reason that I want a man with an education is because the men who don't, most of them put me down or tell me that I am only supposed to want babies, and that as a woman I should be ashamed of myself for not having kids yet. But since I'm not married, a lot of men would be upset with me, or they wouldn't be interested in me, because they also complain that they don't want to have deal with baby daddies, or they don't want baby mamas, and they don't want kids that are not theirs. So it's real, dating is really complicated. But some men, they try to call me nicknames because then they tell me they want me to have their baby and they don't know me. Do you know, so far this year, about 8 different men have told me that they want me to have their baby? 8 men at least. And I'm gonna I didn't screenshot all of them, but because at first I'm like, okay, I don't why are you telling me this? You're telling me you want me to have you and then it would happen again the next week or couple weeks later, and it's to the point where it's just some of you men just need to stop, or you need to figure out what kind of relationship do you want, or especially oh, anyways, it's kind of off topic, but it is on topic because a lot of these men love bombing. It's just one nickname after another, and then when I say, "Well, I don't know you," "Oh, baby, you don't need to know me." It's oh, and I was "We'll make cute babies." "Oh, look at your beautiful face," and look at "Oh, look at me." "Oh," it's "Yo, we'll have a beautiful baby together." And I'm just "Oh my God, Ooh, this is why our divorce rate is around 50%. This is why, because a lot of men, they'll only go by looks, or they'll only go by size, different parts of the woman's body that they like or prefer, or is the right size or pigment or whatever. It's that, some men, because I remember there was one guy who told me he only dates blondes. It's he wanted to hook up with me, but it's I'm trying to remember his reason, but he says that he'll only marry a blonde, but he says the black girls are better in bed. And part of me was just so you once you get married, you're not going to be tempted. And he was "Oh, I'm probably going to cheat on her." And it's yeah, a lot of men, it's especially since they know we're not compatible, they're very honest with me. They tell me things to the point where I'm just "Are you serious? You're serious." And the thing is, they are serious. And and that's the sad part, because if you've been listening to my videos, I've mentioned quite a few where the men keep cheating and they keep thinking that they have reasons because they're a man. But then if the woman cheats, then they're "Oh, you don't have an excuse. Oh, you're selfish. You're this, you're that. You're no good." It's but so the man's allowed to cheat. And then when a man has so many kids by different women, yeah, they don't, oh, they give the man props. Yeah, but if it was a woman, I mean, there are some men who say the woman better not have more than one kid or one baby daddy or whatever. But then you find out he has 4, 5, 6+ kids by 2, 3, 4 baby mothers. But then they say, "I know how to tame my women. I know how to train them." Oh, but anyway, it's this guy, Tommy, will never understand why I feel the way I do, and why I feel you you should wait for the pet names. That's just my opinion. But if you disagree, let me know. But this is the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.